Hello friends, in this video we will see how to record the Google Classroom class. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you how to make it efficiently. Actually, so when this is the first screen when you are going to start the meeting. So I have started the meeting, and then I'm getting into the meeting now. So I have joined the meeting now. Just it is an demonstration. Now nobody is in the class, only I am in the class. So now I am going to present my screen to the students. So before that, what you will do, we have seen in the last videos how to note the Google class attendance using the Google class meet attendance collector. Okay, so I think that will be clear to everyone. So now after, so what you have to do is initially get into the meeting, and then you just refresh the, wait for another okay, when the class starts, wait for 5 to 6 minutes or 7 minutes. Let every girls get into the class, every student get into the class. So once they got into the class, you can just see the maximum number of participants who have entered the class, and then you can refresh the Google Meet attendance collector, and you can download it and keep it for your reference to note the attendance. Okay, so that's all till the first few minutes of the class. Then what you will do, you have to just to open this present now option, and then just give present now. So when you say present now, I can present anything from my screen, maybe the entire screen or a window or a Chrome tab. Normally you can choose this Chrome tab because you can open a PowerPoint presentation which you are going to explain in the class in a Chrome tab. It will be a better option. Okay, so I am clicking on the Chrome tab. When I click the Chrome tab, I can see so many Chrome tabs I have open. So I have to choose which Chrome tab I am going to present to my class. So here now this is the slide I am going to present to my class for today's class, which is operators in C. So what I do is I just click on this option, and then I'm giving share. Okay, so when I give share, and here one more thing is that suppose you have recorded any audio in this slides also, you can share the audio, otherwise you can just remove the share audio option also. So just you can start presenting and then give share option. So now the screen is on, and then I have to start the present option. Okay, so now I am giving the present option now. So once I click the present option, this is the last slide. Let me go to the first slide. Okay, so this is the first slide of mine, my class. I have started the class now. So now you just explain the concept of your thing. So before that, you have to start recording. So what you have to do, you just I am showing you how to show the class in the during the using the PowerPoint presentation. So this way you can keep moving to the next slide and next slide and so on, using the left arrow keys and right arrow keys. So I have left arrow keys and right arrow keys, and I just keep on moving. So left arrow go to the previous slides, and right arrow goes to the for the slides. Okay, so that's this way I can keep on moving to either slide, and even I can come back to few slides, explain something, go to the other slide. So I can navigate through the slides as I wish. So that is the comfortable. I think it is possible in the laptop, where we can use this right arrow and left arrow to move across the slides. Okay, so now this thing I wanted to record in the class because I wanted to make it as a video. So what I can do is that just I will show you now. I will show you how to record the content in the class. Okay, so now I will go to the Google Meet. I just exit the PowerPoint presentation. I am going to the Google Meet. Okay, and this is going to the Google Meet, and now I am in the meeting now. Okay, so I'll just tell you how to record the meeting now. So now so actually there is no need to record the whole meeting, because we are just going to record the content only. Everything, how the girls get inside, they come in and go, that and all is not necessary for the review, for the future references. Okay, so just I am giving this record meeting now. When I give the record meeting, now the meeting is asking for an acceptance, then give accept. Okay, so it will start recording. Now you can see this button is getting ready to start the meeting. So what you can do is, now once it got starting when it started for recording, now you can open the presentation now. So you just give present now, and then give your Chrome tab, and which Chrome tab, operators in C, it's my class for today, and then I am just sharing. Okay, so now I press F11 to get the full screen content. Press F11 and then I can get the full screen content. Okay, so now as started presenting, give the F11 screen, which is the full screen mode. You can, so that the students can see very comfortably. Okay, so now I am in this. So let me go to the first slide and then start explaining my class. So girls, today we will see about the operators in C, and then I'm on to the next slide. There's operators, arithmetic operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, relational operators, and assignment operators, and then miscellaneous operators. Let us see one by one operator in with the example. So they are grouped into, now I can also using the pointer here. This is the pointer option is here. I can choose the, I can hide this for now, and then I can just choose the pointer option and then just give the point. I just explain by this pointer. So we are grouping the pointers into 3 different operator. One is unary, another is binary, and this ternary. As the name implies, unary operates with one operator, maybe increment or decrement operator, plus plus minus minus, and then binary operator that operates between 2 operands. 2 operands means a plus b, b plus c, a into b, a minus b, like that. We have two, a and b are operands, and these are all the operators. Okay, and then again relational operators, a less than b, c less, equal to d, like that. I can have all the relational operator. And then logical operator. Logical operators basically and, or, and not. There are further operators also. This is the basic thing from which every operator is built. So the letter first let us know this basic operator and, or, and not. So a and b means a and b should be true to get the content. And then again a or b means again a or b, either may be true. Okay, I can say that if the girl is if the student is actually for and condition, I can say if the student is beyond 18 years and if his nationality is Indian, he can vote for in the Indian constitution. So like that I can give some condition for their applications. And then this is bitwise operator. What is bitwise operator is, every bit is and, or, are shifted, are complemented or not complemented. Okay, so anything any operation of this logical operator which is applied on the bitwise. For example, there are 8 bits in the particular value. 8 bits will be operated independently, and then the answer will be finalized. And then assignment operator, this is the assignment operator which is helps to assign the values after the operation is done. So ternary operator is a conditional operator. So now next slide I have given example. I have just explained with all the examples. These are the arithmetic operators with all the plus minus star slash modulo, increment and decrement operator, and then this is the relational operator, all this equal to, not equal to, less, greater than, less than, and all those things, and then logical operator and, or, and not, and then bitwise operator again and, or, and not, and few more operators are there, complement, shifting, and right shift and left shift. So now let us see example with the example in the coming classes in detail, and then this is the assignment operator. So when you say equal to of assignment operator, when you say C is equal to A plus, this is normal, everyone will know. What is plus equal to means, C plus equal to A means C is equal to C plus A. That means to the first operand the second operand is added. Okay, C is equal to C plus A. Likewise, C minus A, C into A, C slash A, and C modulo A. And then some miscellaneous operators are there, which is size of, and pointer, and question mark. Question mark comes in the conditional operator. Size of and star comes, and this address of operator ampersand comes in the memory access content of the variables and the constant. So hope you understood the concept of this operator in this class, and thanks for watching. So now I have to now stop the recording. So exit the meeting. Okay, exit the meeting, and then I have to go to the class. So for that again press F11 to go to the minimum screen, go to the meeting, and then now I can stop the recording now. Okay, so for this we are having this recording option and then stop recording. Okay, so then it is give a stop recording to the meeting. So once the recording is over, it will be saved to the Google Drive. And now I can just switch off the presentation by giving the stop presenting option stop. Okay, so now I have come back to my class, and now the class is having all this. Now the students is not there, but naturally all students will be available over here, and then I can just cross check the attendance, because by the time that I present my presentation, few girls might have gone on and gone out after some problems. Okay, so again I will once I come to this, I'll check for the number of people over this particular people. So this may be, suppose my class attendance of 48, and initially only 45 have come in. Now there may be 48, it may be less or more, but depending upon the class or the situation. So now again I have cross checked the attendance, and then I refresh the meeting Google Meet attendance again, and then you can download it for the next reference. Now you can cross check which girl have the previously initially how many have come, and finally how many are in the meeting. So I can come to some conclusion about the attendance also. So this is the way I can perfectly manage both the class attendance as well as the class presentation effectively. So hope this will be an useful for you to get the things in clearly, and thanks for watching.